I love olives. Howdy and aloha. Welcome to my talk. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk. Howdy and aloha, everybody. Howdy and aloha. And happy New Year's Eve. It's this is funny. Yeah. So who thinks we're gonna have a wonderful 2024 with the Bidenomics pedo Joe administration out there lurking around, causing more havoc? Yeah, let's take some more people. Anyway, yeah, let's take some more people off the ballots. That's democracy for you. That's democracy. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious now, that the Democratic Party really, absolutely, unequivocally does not give a shit about you or your democracy at all. And anyway, they don't care about your health and safety. They don't care about it. They haven't done anything. You know, not much for both parties, to be honest with you. Everything is just still moving in the same direction. World Economic Forum is still alive and thriving. The World Health Organization is alive and thriving. The military industrial complex slash NATO slash the UN is alive and thriving. Council on Foreign Relations is still alive and thriving. Right. Chatham House, just a bunch. BlackRock's still kicking ass. It's weird. Why is it so crooked? Yeah, I'm not seeing much happening, and I know there's the House, mainly a good majority, I think, that are God-fearing, family-loving, American constitutionalist type um, people in Congress on the GOP side. I can't say there's a single person that exemplifies or projects that image at all with the Democrats, with the Democratic Party. They are all in with the World Economic Forum. Yeah, I'm not going to go back in time and tell you how crazy 2023 was, or 2022, or 2021, or 2020. I'm not going to. If you've been paying attention to Montauk and what's going on, all over the place, Look at I got a cool Elvis poster for Christmas. It's a drape thing. It's pretty cool. You should have a pretty good understanding of what's going on. Hey Jordan, hey buddy, good seeing you. You should have a good understanding of what these entities that I have said at this below and what their agendas are, what their motivation is, and ultimately what their end game is. I was watching recently. I wonder if I have it here. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to play this. It's only 5 minutes, right? Ah, nice. Go for it. Have fun, bro. Yo, Mana, New Year, brother. Happy New Year's to you, sir. All I want to see is the end of the World Economic Forum. It stinks. Get the fuck out. Get out of the campaign. It stinks to get kicked out of a campaign. Hope I can get Dr. Shiva on the ballot. Yeah, it's good luck with that. A lot of people are going to have problems with him not being a natural born citizen. And he's pretty much shit all over Trump so bad that I don't know if he would give him a spot in his administration. I don't know why he went after him so hard. I think Shiva's got a little orange man bad syndrome, derangement syndrome going on. And I don't believe that Trump's the monster that everybody's been painting him out to be, because nothing's panned out. I mean, nothing literally has panned out that's clearly stated that this guy is a monster. It's compared to other presidents in the past few decades. Trump was probably he's new to. I mean, he's not new to politics, but he's new in the realm of Congress and the White House and the processes and the backroom deals and all this, just a lot of things. So that was his freshman year. But anyway, yeah, Shiva. I, I mean, I like what this guy says. There's a lot of stuff that completely makes sense with Shiva, but I really need he needs to. There's he he doesn't need anybody, and he clearly states that, and that's good. I mean, he's more similar to Trump than he thinks he is, because he doesn't really need anybody right now. He just wants to fix and take care of things, and I get that from him. I think he's genuine about it. The only thing about Shiva is he's going to have a hard time. He's going to have a hard time. He needs to start breaking. He needs to try to get with the Trump campaign. That's what he needs to do. He needs to try, which I'm sure he can. He has access. And he needs to find out what's going on. He needs to sit down and talk with Trump. He needs to have a conversation. I got a friend of mine, and I've known a few people and I've got a really close friend of mine. Not really close, but I've known him for like 15 years. Who went to Mar-a-Lago past couple of years. He was at J6, and he saw the whole, theatrical bullshit happen in real time. Just watching it unfold. But anyway, but he, if my friend who is he's an independent businessman, not a billionaire yet, but he's doing pretty well, and he basically, just all the stuff that people have been saying about this guy is just, it's manufactured. A lot of it's manufactured. If you can show the hard evidence of Trump being exactly or just like or in the same realm as like Obama or Bush or Clinton, then throw that up on the wall. but nobody can do it. But Shiva keeps throwing this stuff on the wall, and it's not good. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. So right now, we are in a position uh, of just wait and see. I mean, let's just be honest. You know, you can make. I tell people to call your congressman. It's an easy phone number 202-224-3121 or yeah, I think that's it. It's right here. 31212131. Where is it? Yeah, yeah, it's right here. Call your congressman. Where is it? Yeah, I think I got that right. Anyway, 202-224-3121. Yeah, and during business hours, you want to do it probably like 9 or 3 or whatever time zone you're in. You remember you're calling the East Coast, so you want to call not too early and not too late, and then either leave a message or talk to the intern and tell them what you want to do, what you want them to do. Remember, a good public servant listens to the public first. That's very rare nowadays. They don't listen to us. They listen to their donors. They listen to the World Economic Forum. They listen to the WHO. They listen to Bill Gates. They listen to Larry Fink. They listen to BlackRock. They listen to J.P. Morgan, Jamie Dimon. They listen to people that, you know what? I love olives. I've got a can of olives here. I love. Mm-hmm. Oh, so good. Anyway. Yeah, be alert. The title of this is Be Alert. It's open forum. I'm going to come on and say hi. I'm walking to. If there's anybody else that's listening, I'll be on for a little bit. I was going to go out to the local bar. I could probably walk there. It's not very far. It's less than probably like a half mile for me. You know, get a beer or two and just, hey, Happy New Year. But quite honestly, I'm more concerned about the future and I'm preparing for other things as well. It's all about the olive, bro. All the olives. The money. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just am in that place where Um, oh God, there's just so much going on. Yeah, I'm more preparing for 2024 than I am, happy it's coming. Because, the title of this is Stay Alert for 2024. Because some things are going to happen and they're throwing it out there. I mean, it's on they're making movies about it. That's what the first thing to do is they'll always make a movie about it, and then they kind of talk about it on mainstream media, and then the next thing you know, they actually throw it out there, and it's usually some red flag, or they start some war, or they start some, flu thing, or whatever. They're gonna do whatever they can. In fucking Maine, the state of Maine, up there at the top, you know if you're looking at the globe, California's on your left. At the top right corner, Maine wants to is taking Trump off the ballot because that's democracy, man. For what reason? Never been convicted. Never. Attends every trial. Goes by the laws and the rules set out by him. 91 counts, this, that, and the other thing. The last one was frivolous. The lady her name was Sanian Bellows or something. Is now even people in her own party are telling her that she needs to be impeached. She needs to be fired because it's just ridiculous. This is nuts. This is crazy. And I've said, 1860, they were taking a man off of a Republican by the name of Abraham Lincoln off the ballot. And then about a year later, a civil war happened. Now, I'm not saying that's what needs to happen. What I am saying is that if they're going to use such extreme criminalistic, felonious, unconstitutional, which is the big kicker, that should be the kicker, but they don't pay attention to that. The Democrats just do not pay attention or give a fuck about the Constitution. Their job is to help the World Economic Forum take this country down so the globalists can come in and swoop it up and devour it, hoard it for themselves. We are the last stand. I've said this many times. Many times. And if you don't think that's the case, then you're not paying attention. But we're at that point, yeah, where the precipice is gone, bro. I'm just telling you. The precipice, we're now either on our way. I mean, in regards to the last stand, yes, we are at the precipice. We are actually at what's going to happen in 2024 is going to determine. I'm not talking about a war, some cyber attack, which they're going to fucking try to do, which they're going to do. They're going to do whatever they can to shut it down. Because they know that Pedo Joe does not have a base. He doesn't have people that like him. He's fucked over the country. People are getting it. They're really done with the Democratic Party. I got Democratic friends that have just flipped and flipped and flipped. They're just done. They're just done. Yeah. So we are at the pinnacle, I would say. I said the other day we were on our way downhill, but this next year is going to be it's going to be the moment whether if we lose this country to the pedo predator class or the global elite they like to call themselves, or we keep it for the American people. And that's where we're at. There's no other way to look at this. The Democrats, that party is all in, doing whatever they can to hand it over to them. They don't care. They don't care. They don't want it. They don't care. And then they're going to say and do whatever they can, legally, illegally, kind of legally. Just they're going to whatever. They don't give a fuck anymore. They're going to do it. And people need to be alert. People need to preparing is. You've built a bunker, because if you're building a bunker and you have a generator and you have a fallout shelter, that means you've kind of admitted that you lost. Because what should happen is it should be like the 70s, right? It should be like the 70s. But let me go to this video and kind of show you, because I kind of lost track of that, of what's going on with this guy right here. What's his name? Nick Cave, legendary musician Nick Cave was asked a question about creativity in Chat GPT by two fans, Leon and Charlie. Oh, where'd it go? Disappeared. Nick replied with a single letter published on the Red Hand files, which Stephen Fry read at a Letters live show in November 2023. This is recent. This is after school. SKOOL. This was 5 days ago.
Thank you. Dear Leon and Charlie, in the story of the creation, God makes the world and everything in it in 6 days. On the seventh day, he rests. The day of rest is significant because it suggests that the creation required a certain amount of effort on God's part, that some sort of artistic struggle had taken place. This struggle is the validating impulse that gives God's world its intrinsic meaning. The world becomes more than just an object full of other objects. Rather, it is imbued with the vital spirit, the pneuma of its creator. ChatGPT rejects any notion of creative struggle, that our endeavors animate and nurture our lives, giving them depth and meaning. It rejects that there is a collective, essential, and unconscious human spirit underpinning our existence, connecting us all through our mutual striving. ChatGPT is fast-tracking the commodification of the human spirit by mechanizing the imagination. It renders our participation in the act of creation as valueless and unnecessary. That songwriter you were talking to, Leon, who is using ChatGPT to write his lyrics because it is faster and easier, is participating in the erosion of the world's soul and the spirit of humanity itself. And to put it politely, should fucking desist if he wants to continue calling himself a songwriter.
Amazing.
ChatGPT's intent is to eliminate the process of creation and its attendant challenges, viewing it as nothing more than a time-wasting inconvenience that stands in the way of the commodity itself. Why strive? It contends. Why bother with the artistic process and its accompanying trials? Why shouldn't we make it faster and easier? When the God of the Bible looked down upon what he had created, he did so with a sense of accomplishment and saw that it was good. It was good because it required something of his own self, and his struggle imbued creation with a moral imperative. In short, love. Charlie, even though the creative act requires considerable effort, in the end, you will be contributing to the vast network of love that supports human existence. There are all sorts of temptations in this world that will eat away at your creative spirit, but none more fiendish than that boundless machine of artistic demoralization, ChatGPT. As humans, we so often feel helpless in our own smallness. Yet still we find the resilience to do and make beautiful things. And this is where the meaning of life resides. Nature reminds us of this constantly. The world is often cast as a purely malignant place, but still the joy of creation exerts itself. And as the sun rises upon the struggle of the day, the great crested grebe dances upon the water. It is our striving that becomes the very essence of meaning. This impulse, this creative dance that is now being so cynically undermined must be defended at all costs. And just as we would fight any existential evil, we should fight it tooth and nail, for we are fighting for the very soul of the world. Love, Nick.
Absolutely. I mean, it's through struggle, through pain and hardship, and, trust me, I know all about that. Losing. Some of the greatest athletes, entertainers, writers, scientists, doctors, you name it. Some of the greatest have salespeople, etc. They've been through great struggles to build and build and build themselves instead of taking the easy path. They've chosen, before there wasn't a choice. Here's the point here. Now there's a choice. Do I do this the easy way? Or do I do it the hard way? There are people using AI, as I said, I think I mentioned it last night a few times, for day trading and a few other things, which I understand the reasoning for it. But then at the same time, you're also giving a piece of your soul and the creativity in your spirit. It's just built in your DNA. Is going to it's not being used. And like a muscle, which the brain is kind of like a muscle, it'll become weak over time. If you don't use it, it becomes weak. Right? I got a bag behind me. I hit it like once a week, maybe. I do 3 5-minute rounds. I touch the bag, I don't know, 250, 300 times a round just to make sure. I'm putting on a sweat. I might lay down and do a couple of leg lifts, lift my 25 pounders. I'm not in super physical condition, but I have, and I might do a few squats. And there's a lot more I need to do. Look, I am so far from being, you know, you know, what I used to or as strong as I used to. I mean, as soon as I moved out to, when I got to West Virginia, I was in pretty good shape. I was 278, 280, 6'1", 6'2", and I could move like a cat. And then I lived there for a while, and all I have to say is I allowed myself to degrade. I that was me. I'm not blaming anybody else. Because this is your remote control. You have the remote control to this vessel. And what we're seeing here is we're seeing a lot of people that want to take these shortcuts. Now, I understand, again, that this could help space travel. This could help produce a lot of things out there that could be very beneficial to man. Well, in regards to more stuff, or do we just need elbow grease? I'm watching a TikTok commercial that I see all the fucking time. Comes on for like half a second, and I see it and I flip right through it. But it's this battery powered scrubber that spins. It looks like kind of looks like this, actually. I don't know if I can pick this up, but I'm not going to go through all that. But anyway, it's about this big, and the diameter is about that big, and it's a cone, and it's connected to a little pole, and it's a stick, and it scrubs for you. Instead of doing this, you're going to do this. How far away is this from this? You're still going like this, but now you're not doing this. It's just more stuff and more junk. So that's a problem with AI, chat GPT. It's adding things that we really don't need. And let me give you a very, very good example. My ancestors, like your ancestors, and ancient ancestors, how did they survive? How did they hunt? They used a stick. They put twine or some kind of root twine around a spearhead, a rock that they chipped away and made it pointy to hunt, to gather meat, to then somebody dropped it in a fire and said, hey, that smells pretty good. Let's start cooking it like that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What I'm getting to is the minimal things that this body needs. Look behind me. I have 2 cordless drills. I have a Craftsman and a Ryobi. The Craftsman works really good. It's better than the Ryobi. I've got, this thing and that thing, and, we have these things, these vehicles and all these other things, and we've moved so far away. Not all of us. There are some out there that actually live out in no man's land, or they actually live in the city, and they're more, and they grow their own food. Snork is one of them. He grows his own. Does a great job with hydroponics. He has a good system. I believe it's in his basement. A lot of people are doing that. That's fine. But the point that I think we need to see here is it's listed. He's saying it. Your soul, however you have that in you, is created from what you've been through, what you've undergone, what you've worked for. Right? I think I missed one day of work. I think I've missed 3 days of work in the past 5 or 6 years. I'm not kidding. I think I've been late maybe 4 times in all that time. Here's the thing. It's up to us to go in what direction. And here's where 2024 becomes so important. And yes, this is the precipice. This is the place where you've got to make this decision. Where do you want to go? Where do you go from here? Now that all the children are going. Okay, but this is the year. You're either going to go with this crazy, nonsensical world of lunacy, right? That's coming before you, and it's going to turn you into a retard. That's what it's going to turn you into if you continue to let it do that. I like this one right here. It says, TV said if I get all my booster shots, eat bugs, and get an electric car, that the weather would get gooder. That's the way they're thinking right now. This is the mentality, right? This is not this is serious. It's serious. And there are some groups of people out there. There are people that, those who believe the narrative comply. There's the meek, malleable, and obedient. Just, whatever you tell me to do, I'll do. Just tell me. Right? Don't question anything. Right? There's time and place in that. Those who know it's bullshit and comply anyway. Those who are waking up to the lie and are starting to refuse to comply. That's a good one. Those who knew it was bullshit right from the start and refused to partake in the lie. That would be me. Right? That would be me. I was in that place. In the beginning, I was believing it. I was in the number 1 area. Then I was in the number 2 area. Then all of a sudden, within like a month, I was like, wait a second. None of this makes sense. And I'm talking about 2020. Because these guys are just telling everybody what to do. It's crazy. It's fucking craziness. Let me see if I have this. See if I save this. Yuval. Here we go. This is good. You guys are going to love this. There we go.
You on it because so much of your work, and we'll get to this, discusses culture and religion as a type of fiction, as a person-made fiction. Are you basically of the view, and the people reading your books, if they accept it, are of the view, that we know enough about science now to empirically doubt all the modern versions of God? Whether or not you can say a God exists is a different question. But the modern cultural versions, that it came down on this tablet or it appeared in this century, you think science basically contradicts that?
Not just me. Even religious people would openly tell you that all the gods in the world are fictional stories invented by humans except one, not my God. My God is true, but Zeus and Shiva and whatever other gods other people have, they are fictions invented by humans. And I think that, again, the scientific consensus is just the same view with an addition of one additional god. My God is also like Zeus and like Jupiter and like Thor and like all these others. It is also a fictional story created by humans. Now, again, you can have a philosophical argument about what God means. But the God we find in many of the, not just religious scriptures, but in many of the political ideologies today in the world, a God that has very strong opinions about what women should wear and who should have sex with whom and what you should vote for in the elections, this
What?
God is very clearly a human invention. Now, it doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, and it certainly doesn't mean it's unimportant. The fictional stories humans invent are some of the most powerful forces in history, and very often they can also be positive forces. There is nothing inherently wrong in fiction.
Well, let me press you. Let me press you on that, Yuval, because you're putting it so clinically and thus diplomatically. But a religious adherent hearing you would say you're eliding the conclusion of science that you're offering, which actually says it is a fraud, that it is a lie, and that they are lying to people if the underlying...
No,
Go ahead.
It's not a lie. There is a huge difference between a lie and a fiction. A lie is when you know something is not true and you deliberately misinform, you deliberately deceive people. I think that in most cases, priests and rabbis and so forth, they were not lying. They honestly believe in the stories that they told and sometimes invented and confabulated. And again, it's not necessarily always a bad thing. Religion also had huge positive contributions.
This is the guy that wants you to eat the bugs and be happy. Now, he also says, and the reason I'm paying this part is because this is the other side of it, what they want to show you. But this person has said some pretty crazy crap, and I believe I have some of that crazy crap here that I can definitely show. I probably should have had it ready, but I can't jump screen to screen here. Yeah, here's his buddy right there. That's the guy that's running everything, just letting you know. And I got it right. Of course, it's in there. I know I got him in here somewhere. This little weirdo. It's probably right over. I just had it up here. Where is it? Somewhere. Or is he over here? Wait, no. Let me see if I can. Maybe he's on this side. No, that's the one I had before. The things that this guy has said is crazy. And his goal is to get rid of that. He wants to create his own GPT AI type of godlike presence. And I know it's in here. Maybe it's like right in front of me and I'm just not even seeing it. That happens. That happens. Just letting you know. Because there's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, I probably should organize it. Jesus, you just, whatever. Nobody's. I don't know. Probably in this mix here somewhere. That's a good one. Nope, it's not that guy. Not that guy. Burp, 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 burp. Do I have that in there twice? Oh, that's so crazy. Yeah. I'll move that. I don't need it twice. Where are you, Yuval Harari? I know you're in here. I put you in here. Because you're part of the problem. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, that's it. That's one of them. It's probably near to this one. I should make that smaller. Is it behind here? No, it's not. That's very strange. I could have sworn I had it in here. Sorry about the downtime. Oh my god, did I accidentally delete it at some point? Which I have done before. One little click. Alright. I'm going to find it because I know I have it. So give me a second. And then I'm on a comment here. Photos. He's in here somewhere. I'm going to find you, Yuval Harari. Boop, 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 boop. There you are. Huh. There he is. That's what this guy has said. This is the number 2 man of the World Economic Forum. Besides this guy right here. Okay. Just letting you know. We just don't need the vast majority of the population in the early 21st century, making human labor economically and militarily redundant. Yuval Harari. In the future, maybe the main struggle is that the elite doesn't need you. That's his words. I've got the same thing like done a few times here. He kind of says the same thing in many different ways. He's a dirty line little freaking Nazi Jew. Exactly, Eric. Hey, buddy, how you doing? We just don't need the vast majority of the population. Technology will make it possible to replace the people. That's that guy. This is where they're at. And who's going to control that technology? It's going to be them. That's what they want to do. even the creative jobs are not safe. Doctors are the easiest things to automate. We are going to have AI doctors. Your immune system will be connected to the net. And this is a good one here too. He says this one right here. If bad comes to worse, and when the flood comes, the scientists will build a Noah's Ark for the elite, leaving the rest to drown. Yeah, he's changed his tune. This is more recent. The things that he has said in the past several years have been pretty crazy. This is the small list. But in that new one, he's changing his tune. It's not bad. It's okay. These guys are that's his real thinking, what you have in writing here. These are quotes that he's actually said. The stuff that you're seeing here on this crap. He's with MSNBC. Of course, they would have him on. He wouldn't go on with Fox. He wouldn't go on with Alex Jones, Jimmy Dore, or anybody like that, because they would ask him the tough questions, the stuff that he's already said before. So you're okay? You don't think we're just useless eaters? He said these words. Useless eaters. This is that guy. So now they pushed him up. They made him to be different and better and changing the image again. People are going to believe it. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, they want to digitize the virus, and yeah, exactly. They want to do whatever they can to get rid of us. That's the bottom line. Right? And they're going to use AI to do it. They're going to use AI to do it. Chat GPT, AI, they're going to do it. They're already in the process of doing it. It's not. I'm saying it like it hasn't happened yet. It is currently happening now. We really need to be careful with AI. And I keep telling everybody, man, we better be, there's people that are saying, oh, there's a good AI and there'll be bad AI. Okay. How about no AI? Does anybody ever watch the Terminator movie? Did anybody ever pay attention to the theme of the movie? How about all the countless other movies out there? Like one of the newest ones, like The Matrix. Did anybody understand the theme of that movie? And what that movie was trying to convey? Right, that AI at some point could create some opposable thumbs. And if that's the case, what happens to us? Right? Where do we go? And I think I had some information on that here. Yeah, right here. I'll show you. Here we go. Yeah. This is they have these. Oh yeah, there you go. We have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. Oh yeah, Dr. Shiva is totally against it, AI. Trump isn't a big fan either. He's not a big fan of AI. That's for damn sure. Yeah. It's all fucking crazy. Right? It's Have you guys ever been to Disneyland? Been to the Pirates of the Caribbean and gone on the boat? It's the same shit. It's just this time these things are getting, they're going to be able to do a lot more. Oh, there you go. That thing's going to massage your back, and then all of a sudden it has a, right, instead of this thing picking fruit, it's going to pluck your eyeballs out. These hands right here can easily strangle you or put you in a chokehold. Right? It's just, here we go. We're going to give opposable thumbs to a sentient being. Fucking crazy. We are actually in the midst of creating. We've already done it already with nuclear, atomic bombs, and all that crap, weapons of mass destruction. We know how to destroy ourselves. But now we're creating a not something that'll not only, and this, mark my words, because this could happen, and we have to do something to stop it. This is getting out of control. Now we're creating something that will take over for us and could possibly be very detrimental and very bad, let's just say not good. Hey, Cheryl. Do you guys want the link? Let me know. But this stuff could be terribly bad for us or the universe. Right? And let me show you what I'm talking about. Imagine having that you could, if you can carry that, they can carry a fucking cannon on there. Right? Yeah, you can put a cannon on there, no doubt. That's going to happen. There's all kinds of these shows with this AI robot, next generation crap. Right? No, we don't need to work anymore. Let them do it. I like these vehicles, though, but this right here, this is real. I think they actually have those at like Amazon now. It's fucking nuts. Oh, that's just so spooky. Jesus, fuck. But we're going to have this stuff out there. It's going to be artificial intelligence. And then the next thing you know, let me see here. I did have this one. This was good right here. Go incredibly fast. This is good. So what this talks about, oh, okay, buddy. No worries. I wasn't going to be on very long anyway. I was going to go do some other things. But anyway, what this is about is how we should be able to, at some point within the next 20 to 30 years, travel through space. But here's the catcher, right? And they have these types of space travel here. Like currently, here's what.
In between stars. If we ever want to reach out across these distances, we need to learn how to go fast. Using our current knowledge of physics and engineering, we could build nuclear locomotives to take humans to all the worlds in our solar system. But a starship powered with a nuclear heart aimed for even our closest star, Proxima Centauri, would have to harbor hundreds of generations of people all living their entire lives aboard before reaching its destination 4.25 light years away. It would take 2 years just to reach the orbit of Saturn, and another 2,000 years to reach Proxima Centauri. We need to be able to go faster.
Fusion propulsion. Different.
With our current knowledge of physics, but with engineering we have yet to develop, we can imagine a propulsion system with the sun for a heart. A fusion engine that could accelerate a starship up to 5% of the speed of light. This ship could cross the orbit of Saturn in 6 months and reach Proxima Centauri in just over a century. But if we want to traverse interstellar distances in less than a human lifetime, we have to go incredibly fast. The universe has shown us that this can be done by altering the scale of space itself. And we are working to develop new understandings of physics to learn how this might be controlled. If we could construct a starship with a propulsion system that decreases space in front of it and expands space behind it, this ship could cross enormous distances effectively faster than the speed of light. Such a ship would reach from Mars to Saturn in just a matter of minutes and be able to reach Proxima Centauri in less than 6 months. From there are no limits to where we could go. Perhaps one day, humanity will look up at an alien night sky and strain to find.
That's where I stop. Perhaps one day, the T-100 or the Terminator looks up at the night sky and goes, hey, we made it. What world are we going to conquer? As silly and as, obvious that seems, that could happen. Now, so I'm saying, now this is later on down the road. The bigger issues that are coming up in 2024 is your I'll go with that in a second. But for now, I'm talking about we're at the precipice of where we want to go and who we want to bring with us and how we want to do what we want to do. Do we want people like the depopulating climate change scammers out there to be a part of it? The people that want to, depopulate 2/3 of the planet and hoard the rest of it themselves? Are these the people we want in charge of this technology, of these missions? Of course not. We have to do a lot of things coming up if we can get Trump to be inaugurated, to stop this nonsense, right? Because I'm telling you, if that guy doesn't make it, it's going to be chaos. It is going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos before he gets there, though. That's for damn sure. They're going to do whatever they can to stop Donald Trump. They're going to do whatever they fucking can to stop him. And I'm talking, like I keep warning and telling people, they'll take out an entire city, county, state to get rid of him. They don't care. They don't care about you. They're all tied to this cultist, disgusting, possibly satanic, whatever the fuck it is, mentality. Hope you get better, buddy. Try to eat some olives like I do. I don't know if that's gonna might help. Get some sun. Well, it's late now. Just drink water. Right? Drink water. Good water. Fruits, vegetables. The biggest thing about just the last 45 minutes that I've been on, or whatever, an hour maybe, that I'm really trying to get out to you people, or everybody, is 2024 is probably is the most important year of this country or the planet's life of our species. Because if these Yuval Harari motherfuckers are still keep destroying, basically killing people, and doing what they're doing to fool people constantly. Remember, corporate governance is all over their website, the World Economic Forum. Corporate governance, right? And it should be the people, right? So if we can get past and not, a lot of this is going to have a lot to do with the House of Republicans, the House of Representatives. They need to keep a strong eye. Your senator, your council, your everybody needs. I am actually going on Monday. I will be calling and talking with interns and telling them, with the influx of at least 1 million unknown, right? 1 million unknown, close to 1 million now. It'll be about 1 million pretty soon. Unknown, non-traceable people from, we don't know where they're from, because we have so many friends out there across the planet. We've never created coups or started wars, or we've always been such the nice guys, right? Bullshit. Ooh, okay. It's okay, buddy. Just, I used to, put a towel over my head. My mom used to make us get the boiling water with the Vicks Vapor Rub in it. It used to just open me right up. Anyway, so here's the thing that we need to work on for 2024. I'm calling them to tell them to start putting vetted security that's not a part of the Democratic Party, to pay attention and watch. And I mean really vetted. Mainly, I would put veterans. Mainly veterans that are Trump supporters. Oh, you're welcome. Trump supporters. Next to or near, at random points, at random times of our grids, power grids, electrical grids, propane areas, water, what do they call it? The water treatment plants. The water treatment plants. All over. Right? Because they're going to hit us there if they hit us anywhere. Make sure that the internet isn't. You see, the problem right now is the internet. The Department of Justice is holding that plug. The FBI is holding that plug. Right? Homeland Security is holding that plug. Health and Human Services is holding that plug. The CDC. And all those people can easily be trusted. No. The House needs to keep their fucking eyes sharp on these sons of bitches. These criminals that are currently in office, right, in these departments. This needs to be the uproar for everybody, that they need to get security, they need to get people watching, they need to get people defending, if need be, the things that are keeping the masses alive, working, surviving, creating, building, providing for their families, etc. This is what needs to happen in 2024. There needs to be a big push. If they don't start doing that, and they let that go by, and they're focusing, which I understand they're going after Hunter and all this other shit, but they should. But for now, let's focus on, Epstein and all this other shit. Yeah, that's great. You're not going to get anything from the FBI, though. It's like they're not going to really get anything that they need to really put these fuckers away until the House is GOP, the Senate is GOP, the majority, and Trump is sitting in the office. Then shit can be fucking fixed. I'm just saying. But until then, they need to start paying attention to all the people that have just came in here, at least 1 million or so, that we have no idea what they're doing here. We just have no idea. The new thing is they're going back through, because they get money when they come in. There are some that are recycling. They're coming in, going back out. Coming in, going back out. And they're getting paid every time they do it. Yeah, that's on Spanish radio. There are people saying that they're doing it. They're showing them how to do it. People are telling them what to do. Yeah. And of course, Bidenomics, that's the way to do it. Just have them keep coming, taking our money. Actually, this time, really taking our jobs, taking our votes. Right? Taking all our services while veterans are fucking poorer than shit. Right? Living on the streets. This is insanity. But right now we need to protect our infrastructure. Okay? We need to make sure these people don't start doing what they're doing. Anyway, I think I'm good. I want to say to everybody, try to have a happy I'm gonna pay attention to that. The goal is that I'm telling you right now, we got to protect that guy. I don't know who's out there and how, but his Secret Service people suck. I mean, I've watched them. I'm not saying they suck because they fucked up already. They need to watch people's hands. I know they're watching, looking at people's faces and all this other shit. I get it, but they need to watch the hands. Of where these hands are going when they're reaching out and all this other stuff when he goes into these crowds. He's got to be careful. He's really got to be careful. And I'm telling you, these fuckers, they're nasty. They are nasty, nasty motherfuckers. All it takes is one. They don't care. They don't care. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I do hope we'll make it through 2024. I'm going to do whatever I can to protect us, to keep us going. If you've been here and been watching, I want to say thank you to Cheryl for being on so many times and still believing in my show. Eric, thank you for being here and still believing in my show. Jordan, thank you for being here and still believing in my show. Some of the new people, thank you for being here and believing in my show. Snork especially has been through this and been on probably more than anybody else. He's been fantastic. He's just a really, really decent, good man. And I want to go after his school with a lawyer. That's all I have to say about that. There are some assholes out there that you have to deal with. That's all I'm saying. There are some people out there that have no integrity. They have no moral fiber. They know how their ethics are just gone. Maybe they are mentally ill. Who knows? Or they're on medications all the time. Who knows? Right? But right now we're dealing with a very sinister group of people. And we need to make sure Trump is... Oh, you're welcome, bro. Anytime. I'll be back on. I got a lot of things to do Monday. I'll be back on Tuesday and Wednesday, for sure. Tuesday and Wednesday. Aloha. Mahalo nui aloha. Unless something happens and I got to put something out and I'll put it on. But anyway. I'm also, I wanted to show you real quick. Let me see if I'm... If you can, Eric... If you have any information in regards to I'm creating this. How 2020 POTUS was stolen. Here's the different ways. I've already got some information already. I'm putting together a big a PowerPoint, and I'm going to go over it just so people can look at it to see what really fucking happened and how this thing was stolen. Which more and more information is coming out on a daily basis, right? All the time. It's just getting crazy. But if you guys can send me any of that information, that'd be awesome. Again, I'm just letting you know. Anybody wants to just go to my Venmo and in the notes below and send me anything, I would appreciate it. That's always good. Helps keep the lights on, pay for the internet, and give me some soy sauce because I gotta go to the store and get some soy sauce. Anyway, thank you very much. Aloha to everybody. Yes, we have to. Cheryl, I get it. There's some Democrats out there. They need to be incarcerated or removed, whatever. If you know what I'm saying. Aloha, everybody. Happy New Year.